Cross Greetings YouTube, welcome to Zero AD Newbie Rush. I'm Jim Cogan, back after another short hiatus. Sorry, it's time at the moment. I'm barely getting time to do games, but I'm doing one now and it's quite a long game according to this. It's a 4v4, we're on a mainland medium temperate biome map. Pop max 200, apparently just under an hour according to the little thing in the Boongui mod. Last time I had a game that was supposed to be that long, it finished after about 20 minutes, so I'm not totally trusting that. But if need be, we will speed ahead if we think that it's either a foregone conclusion or if there's just nothing happening for long periods of time. Let's go through the players. Team 1 in the north. We have in the purple playing as the Kushites. It's 0 AD boss, rating of 873. Now, without wanting to cast any aspersions, you don't get a rating of 873 by being any good at 0 AD. Maybe it's a player who's now on the rise, having been toasted by a whole load of brilliant players, but I don't know. We will see how 0 AD boss does. He's on a flank as well. I don't have huge hopes, but he's doing professional things. He's sending the priest out scouting there, so it doesn't look like a noob. Maybe that is an unfortunate rating. Maybe it's a false rating. Who knows these days? But that's 0 AD boss in the purple. Kushites. Let's move along. In the yellow, we have Wolf 12, is that right? It's Wolf 12, the 12th Wolf, rating of 1545, playing as Persians, yes. Know nothing about Wolf 12, so again, looking forward to seeing them play. They are just alongside 0 AD boss in the pocket position at the top. Moving along here into the pink or fuchsia, playing as the Athenians. It is Luchomat. No rating given. Don't know anything about Luchomat either. A whole sort of 3 unknown players. That hasn't happened in a long time. But we will see how they get on. Rounding them out on the other flank for Team 1, playing as the Iberians. It is Dark City in the orange, rated 1663. Dark City, I'm pretty sure I have covered before a while back. And Dark City, a very good film if you've never seen it. I definitely recommend it. So Dark City on the flank. So 3 players I don't know and 1 I sort of recall from back when, and that's about it. Just having a quick look for Cav. See who's got Cav. It's all Team 2 who's got the Cav, apart from 0 AD boss. Let's have a look what's going on for Team 2, see if anybody's raiding. That looks like scouting there. This is OPN Game, who I do know, good friend of the channel, in the red, playing as the Iberians, rating of 1401. Nice rating. Yeah, OPN Game, decent player. Looking forward to seeing them play. They look like they're about to lose one of their horses there. It's just run straight into a whole load of archers and turn around and legged it. So that is very much a scouting mission. So OPN Game here in the red on this flank up against 0 AD boss, who may or may not be useless at 0 AD. It's not looking pretty, leading the population at the moment. I would say 0 AD boss is absolutely not useless at 0 AD. Doing a bit of scouting of his own there. Let's move on quickly before stuff starts happening. In the blue, playing as the Romans, we have Novax, rating of 1527, so a pretty solid start to the ratings for Team 2. Novax know nothing about, another player I know nothing about, so again, looking forward to seeing them play for the first time. It's got some Cav there too, and looks like they're shaping up for a raid, so we better rip through everyone else before they go off and kill someone. We'll keep an eye on where they're going. Here in the light blue or cyan, we have Sir Ivor, who I have covered a couple of times before, rating of 1472, another solid player, playing as Persians, also getting some Cav together. keeping an eye. This is a raid that's going to happen here. Let's round out the teams quickly, and then we'll go back to this. These blue dots encroaching there. This is Pala, who oh, it rings a bell. Might have covered them. They've got shed loads of horses as well. Rating of 1484, playing as the Spartans. Can't remember much about them. Let's cut to the raid. So this is Novak's attacking 0 AD boss. Have we had any deaths yet? So far, Dark City must have raided Survivor, because we haven't seen that. But killed five units in the process. But here we go. How is Novak's getting on? 2 kills for the loss of naught. What's in here? It's not looking good. There's only a handful of archers in there, and some spearmen. There are 9 horses left. There are... Oh, he's got nothing. Is it? That's going to be a massacre. 0 AD boss is gonna get his ass handed to him on a plate. The women run away, but they have lost 14 units. They've killed 1 of these attacking horses. And you'd have to say it ain't looking good. He's only partway through setting up farming. All his woodcutters have had to hide inside. Those that are still alive, which I can see, say 8 of them. The ones that are farming are now being attacked here, but a little bit of support coming in from Wolf 12. Also seeing a raid over on the far side. Let's have a look. So we've got raids everywhere. They are quite heavily outnumbered, so it's lucky they didn't stick around. Otherwise, they might have killed those, what is that, 3 horses? 4 horses. One of 0 AD boss has come back as well. This is Pala raiding... Is this another raid? Yeah, this is Pala trying to raid the Iberians. That's not going to work. He's gone the long way around. He's not found this sort of deposit here. There's not many female citizens there, so not many soft targets for Pala. He's going right the way around. Oh, look, I remember to switch on the unit silhouette. Good stuff. Where is... Oh, yeah, we're more raiding. So, Novax has decided to go in on Wolf 12. It's got 1 kill over there, but I think he's going to start losing stuff. He's going to kill these horses. There's too many of them. There are some spearmen and some women as well, so we don't want those too close to the action. But I think Novax has got this. Over here, looks like Pala did alright. 7 kills for the loss of 3. Causing trouble from either side of the map. And the guys at the top here, look at that. That is a massive soft target that I don't think anybody noticed. But here comes Sir Ivor, who has noticed. Oh, he was going straight for them. They're just going to walk straight past them. They've got to go north, surely. That is an invite. That is a gift. He's not going to do it. They're going around. They've gone straight past the softest of all targets. That's unlucky. What are they doing? Oh, they're not going round here. Down here, there is only misery. There's too many of Dark City's infantry there, surely. There's about 10 of them. So they put up a fight, but I mean, this was just a massive vulnerability. Over this side, Novax is going again, and 0 AD boss, who was leading early on, is now bottom of the population stakes, having taken all those losses. He has lost 17, but not terrible. Who is winning? Lucho Matt is winning. Lucho Matt of the massive walking target over here that could have gone badly. Meanwhile, over here it is Sir Ivor attacking Dark City and losing most of his horses. Look at this massive pile of dead horse. So that, I would say, was not one of the most successful raids in the history of raiding, especially as he'd walked straight past 34 odd women here with minimal infantry protection. So I think Sir Ivor will look at this probably with his head in his hands. That's pushed him to the bottom of the population stakes. Never with Dark City, funnily enough. So 0 AD boss is no slouch when it comes to population. He's taken big losses. But he has got himself back up into the running. Wolf 12 there is pop-capped. I haven't hardly looked at him in the yellow. Seen some of his cavalry come down here to scare away some of the enemy cavalry, but not seen him at all. He's still pop-capped at 89. Get a house down, guys. Where is it? Has he not noticed? He has now. Now Sir Ivor is pop-capped at 58. We're 8 minutes 16 in. I've got to say, although Novak's OPN game and Lucho Matt are pretty much where you would expect most players to be, maybe Wolf 12 not too far off the pace. Sir Ivor, Pala, Zero AD Boss, we can understand why, and Dark City also lost play. They're all a little bit behind. And that is some scouting. Is that raiding? No, that's hunting. So we have a lull. We have a lull in the game at 8 minutes 38. We have our first person going to phase 2. It's Novax. Here he is. So go to phase 2 and sitting quite pretty in the population stakes. 118 now moves into the lead ahead of Lucho Matt. Let's look at the deaths. So Lucho Matt and OPN game had nothing to do. Oh, look at this. Cowards do not count in battle. It's a little saying if you've got nothing there. I had not noticed that. I'm not going to say they're being cowardly. They've just not been where the combat has been happening. I think Lucho Matt been extremely fortunate with all his women there on that fairly open line. He does not know how close he came to total disaster there. We have a little raid. This is Dark City deep in Sir Ivor's territory, being pursued by Pala, and they're getting nothing out of that. He's going to lose that one horse. There he goes. I think this is just scouting, but it looks like suicide scouting. What's going on over here? We have, looks like a raid from Zero AD Boss. So Zero AD Boss, has he got soft targets down here? No, it's mostly infantry. He is going to come unstuck if he goes down there. He's got some other cav here. This is Wolf 12's cav. Are they going to do some kind of coordination attack together? No, looks like Wolf 12 is going off in 3 separate directions. And it's all on, it's all on Zero AD Boss, who skirts past this. They spotted them straight away, and that's going to be death for certainly that horse. They've been rumbled, they've been well and truly spooked, and there is no soft targets there. There's a few women there, but he's not going to go in for them. He's going to be taking flak if he goes too close to the CC. Not a lot doing, and the 3 horses of the cowardly apocalypse have decided to stand in this this line here. They're going to come around this side. Nothing to find over here. Oh, actually, that's where all the women are, but there's a lot of infantry there as well. They go in and then they run away again. So don't mean to cast aspersions. They've only 1 for 1. They're not total cowards, but they haven't done a lot. It has to be said. Who's top killer? Novax. Novax is top killer. 21 kills for the loss of 6. 3.5 kill death ratio. Looking good for Novax, and he's up to 161. We've now got Novax, OPN game, Wolf 12, so Ivor, Dark City on his way, and Lucho Matt all in phase 2. So Dark City almost there. Pala and Zero AD Boss stuck in phase 1. We are 10 minutes and 55 seconds in. All the population's in the hundreds, bar Sir Ivor. What's Sir Ivor doing? Is he making lots of cav? No. Has he lost lots of stuff? He's lost 15 units, but I think that was in that ill-fated raid. So Sir Ivor needs to get a move on. He is dropping back. He's pop capped. He is pop capped on 89. 3 players pop capped at the moment. Wolf 12, Pala, and Sir Ivor. They've now, oh no, just Pala now. They've all sorted that out, sorted themselves out. No further conflict at this point. I think we're going to see some eco and some base building, I suppose. Interesting times. Who's near Pop Max? Novax. He's gonna be expanding really soon, isn't he? What are we seeing in terms of upgrades? We're not seeing any military upgrades yet. Getting a little bit of lag already. I think It's going to be a long game, I reckon. What's that? Is that wall defences? Very strange. So, yeah. Our Iberian players have already beefed up their walls. What have we got in terms of phase 2 buildings? Kind of markets everywhere. Yeah. Blacksmiths, most places. Not seeing the upgrades yet. No military upgrades by anybody. Novax has got the most economy upgrades. I'm going to make, what is it, 12-minute prediction. I still think this has got, despite, you know, that little bit of a cock up from Sir Ivor, and despite the fact that Pala's still only in phase 1, Novax and OPN Game are strong players. Novax looks especially strong, so I'm quite interested to see how they go. They should, I reckon, knock over this flank. I've not been that impressed with Zero AD Boss. He is in phase 2. We're seeing phase 2 buildings go down now. So he's not going to be too far behind, but I think OPN Game is going to have a march on him. He is surely going to get to phase 3. Speaking of phase 3, Novax has reached phase 3. So I am, and there is that's the siege workshop. So I think this is the plan here. Novax is going to make siege. OPN Game is not going to be far behind, and I suspect the first thing on their agenda is to well and truly knock over Zero AD Boss. Lucho Matt is going to phase 3. He has looked like, well, we haven't seen him do any combat. He's still the only person with no kills whatsoever. We don't know a huge amount about him. He's decided to do some raiding here. There's only 4 horses. 5 horses? 4 horses. 4 horses. He's having a look at Novax. So he's coming in here looking for vulnerabilities. I don't think he's going to find any. There's skirmishers down there. This is where all the siege is happening. If he goes along on this path here, he's going to run straight into this infantry. They've spotted him. Yeah, he has to turn tails and go back the other way. In the meantime, rams are being produced. OPN Game going to phase 3. Wolf 12 is going to phase 3. Lucho Matt is almost there. Pala still in phase 1. So Pala is looking weak here. If Dark City gets his act together, or if... Oh, I'm hearing deaths. Where are we hearing deaths from? I heard a death. That may have been I think that may have been a euthanizing of female citizens by somebody near Potmax to make room for more population. So don't think that was combat. Yep, phase 3 for Lucho Matt. Wolf 12 almost there. OPN Game almost there. Zero AD Boss. Zero AD Boss is not quite in a position to push the button on it yet. He needs stone and metal. So I think I'd be inclined to raid the... oh, look at this. This is an army moving forward with bad intentions, it has to be said. And it looks like Novax has bypassed... oh, no, they're gathering. I thought they were going all in together. They're letting the rams catch up. This is quite good play. Who's that going forward? That is skirmishers. So a whole shed load of skirmishers. What's he got? 41 of them, 38 spearmen, a couple of swordsmen, 5 Roman cavalry, and 2 battering rams. That may well be enough to absolutely take down Zero AD Boss. This is where it's happening. And we're seeing deaths already. What about upgrades? Military upgrades? Yeah, Novax is leading that as well. Novax looks like he is going to absolutely steamroller Zero AD Boss. Over the other side, Sir Ivor and Pala, perhaps the 2 players who are lagging behind most in terms of development. They are doing strange maneuvers with quite a lot of cavalry. They've got the most cav. Sir Ivor's got 30, Pala's got 15. That's more than anyone else. The last time Sir Ivor went in with cav, and he's done it again, he's run straight into a concentration of infantry. I can't see him getting anywhere there. Over the other side, Wolf 12 has come to the rescue just as things were looking desperate, and that's caused a massive retreat from Novax. He's pulled back out. Very wise. He's left. Has he left anything in there? No, that's quite a force coming the other way. Are they going to overcommit? They're going to run straight into... yeah, what's that? That's another siege workshop and a fortress. They need to get that fortress up before these guys get there, or that could look really bad. And the raiding's over this side. And Sir Ivor has got a few more kills, still on a 0.57 kill death ratio. So Dark City again came off the better there. Everybody's in phase 3 apart from 0 AD boss, currently under serious attack, or was. This has turned into a counter now. Look at this. So 0 AD boss and Wolf 12 committed huge numbers forward. Novax still very much positive in the kill death ratio. OPN game definitely. Wolf 12 almost at parity. 0 AD boss has lost 98 troops. And yeah, he has not got any military upgrades. So I suppose at least Wolf 12 has got some, but he is also in deficit. If this turns around now, if they flip this around, they've still got 2 rams. Oh, they've got additional rams coming now. There's 1 Roman ram, one of these from OPN game, and another Roman ram here. So... again, I think they overextended themselves by chasing them all the way out. They could have possibly put towers up, maybe put some more defensive structures, rebuilt some of this. But no, they chased them back in, and now they have problems, and it looks like Wolf 12 is retreating. He can't retreat if he leaves 0 AD boss. 0 AD boss is finished. Over this side, Sir Ivor's gone in again, and he is going to get spanked again. He's going to run into Lucio Matt here. He's got Dark City here. Dark City has got Rams, armies, all sorts descending upon Pala. Pala could be about to get a serious spanking here. Not good for him. Over to the other side, they are at the CC. The CC is getting damaged. Have they got enough to go for a capture? Probably not. But that CC's coming down, surely. And it is a combined attack, as we said, OPN game and Novax, and they are chasing Wolf 12 away. That CC is no more. 0 AD boss is in the crap officially, and he is going to start losing territory right, left and centre, down to a population of 48 and fall in, and absolutely having his ass handed to him on a plate. Not good for him. But over the other side, Lucio Matt has finally decided to dip into the combat here. So yeah, going well in for this. He is attacking Pala from this side. So Ivor's decided to get involved. Lots of destruction over here. They haven't quite got at the more sensitive buildings. There's infantry committed by Sir Ivor as well. So these guys absolutely kicking off. Everybody in phase 3 still, apart from 0 AD boss down to population 24. He looks finished, and Sir Ivor, who has committed quite heavily to this fight, has no military upgrades. Pala's got his first couple of military upgrades, but it's yeah, at the moment Dark City and Lucio Matt look the stronger. This has slightly run out of steam. Maybe Lucio Matt didn't commit enough there. I think he's getting kills. He's got 46 kills, but quite heavy losses. Dark City 142 kills. But over this side, it's been a slaughter, and they're now going to head in for Wolf 12. So this absolutely destructive force. Look at this. Novax has also got will to fight. So whatever he runs into here, yeah, Lucio Matt is having to send reinforcements over here to try and save Wolf 12. Now Wolf 12 really has to beef his troops up. He has done a bit, but yeah, it's not looking good for Team 1. Sir Ivor sends in an enormous army, and they've chased Dark City all the way back to the outskirts. No siege over this side at all. Lucio Matt still fighting here. Pala in trouble. Population of 104. So Pala is getting spanked. Sir Ivor he's got his kill death ratio positive. It's 88 for the loss of 85. He's now being chased away by this this extra sort of wave of mostly Cav from Dark City. They've got to regroup and stop them because Pala's in enormous trouble. Over here, it's an absolute four-way battle. So, Wolf 12, oh, we got Fire Cav as well, of course. Yeah, OPN Game has got the Fire Cav. Does this mean that Dark City has also got the Fire Cav? We've got a huge amount of lag here. Is this the Champion Cav? Has he got Champion Cav? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the big battle over this side. That looks like, as we hop back here, that looks like Pala about to lose his market. Who's got the Fire Cav? We know OPN Game has. He's got Champion Cavalry Javelineers. Has Dark City got any of those? Just ordinary. He hasn't got the champions, has he? So, no Fire Cav as yet from Dark City, but that's the only thing, really. Yeah, OPN Game is just going to go through here like anything. The enemy are almost at the CC again. It's an execution over here. OPN Game not having it all his own way. The numbers they're propped out. So that was pretty good. What kind of Cav are these? I can't even pronounce that. That's crazy. But horse archers and these unpronounceable nasty guys who are just being wiped out. They're all dead, so it doesn't matter. So they fell foul of the Fire Cav. Over here, the Rams have got almost a free run at the CC. That's going to be the end of Pala, surely. Population of 89. And still going on over this side. Where has Zero AD Boss ended up? He has he's got a hero out somewhere. No, that's Lucha Matt's hero. Interesting. So we don't know where Zero AD Boss is. He's got 13 units left, but they're not doing very well. They're struggling to get through all this. They've taken down most of Wolf 12. He's down to a population of 83. Luchamat's got Rams coming in. I think he would have been better off sending him over here where Pala's been wiped out almost. 47 population, no CC. They try to build a replacement. They've still got farming and some infrastructure, but this is just desperate. This flank, they have crumbled, but it's here where the danger is. We are 20 minutes in. How this game lasts 51 minutes 43, I have no idea. It, I suppose, could end up coming down to a face-off between OPN Game Novax versus Dark City and Luchomat, maybe. Wolf 12 is holding out. He has done very well to stop the momentum of this attack. But I think Novax and OPN Game are resupplying all the time. And I don't think... What are they producing? Yeah, they're producing troops, extra CCs. So there's a CC going down somewhere. Where's that? Yeah, extra CC right the way over here. So huge swathe, over half the map now owned by these two players. Over here, Pala has been largely eradicated, and Dark City, no, it's Zero AD Boss. This is where Zero AD Boss is putting down his base. He'll have another go. We're seeing walls. You know you're desperate when you're putting up walls while there are 3 Rams and a whole shed load of Cav coming at you. Any champion Cav in there? No, they're just cavalry javelineers. They're not the fiery variety. But I suspect the Dark City needs to make some of those pretty soon. Up here, they are just systematically chipping away at Wolf 12's territory. They've still got Rams in there. What are these guys going to do? Yeah, it's not the place. I know they've got looks like they've got a hero inside one of them. But, yeah, not convinced. No, the hero's just stood there. So you can't say this is run out of steam. This is Wolf 12 Wolf 12 being kept in this by the skin of his teeth, mostly by the efforts of Lucho Map, who's not been able to spread down here. Meantime, Dark City is going to knock Sir Ivor over, population of 71. So this flank is collapsing for Team 2, whereas this flank is collapsing for Team 1. They still cannot get to the CC. There are rams, they're doing a good job of defending, but in come these cavalry. They will make light work of all 3 rams, I'm pretty sure. So they aren't getting out alive, but there are 4 of them in there. And I think they're going to stop the rams before they even get there. So, yeah. Proving to be a difficult target. It looks like there's an evacuation going on already for Wolf 12. He is still producing 73. Over this side, they're now going after Novaks at home. So the rams have gone straight through Sir Ivor, and they're now having a go at Novaks. Novaks, I think, is not going to be anything like as vulnerable target as the other 2 were. And 0 AD boss has got his CC down. He's inherited all this farmland. He may come back strong in this match, so he may yet be a factor. This CC is still standing. Have they temporarily repelled the efforts of OPN Game and Novaks? Sir Ivor is sending... What is this? Oh, he sent them... Yeah, he sent them north to try and rebuild over here in this safe territory. And Novaks is fending this off at the moment, although it's a lot. I think there is fire cav now. No, it's still just ordinary javelineers. Interesting. Yeah, I think Novaks has kind of got this. He's just got to protect himself back here, but this is giving Wolf 12 a chance to recuperate. It's giving Lucho a chance to take back some of this territory. So this is why he brought the rams over. It's now looking like quite a good move. And poor Sir Ivory's got his CC up, but he could be about to be splattered on this side as well. How's this going on? Dark City must have got a lot of kills by now, definitely, yeah. Bigger kill-death ratio than Novaks even, 549 kills. He's been forced back a little by Novaks. Novaks is no amateur, as we know. I've never seen Novaks play before, but he's really, really good. I gotta hand it to him. I don't think he's put a foot wrong. Maybe they could have pushed a bit harder to try and get through Wolf 12. I think if Wolf 12 had fallen there, that would have been the end of it. But this side is now to be held by OPN Game. Big lot of reinforcements. That will no doubt be fire cav. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's 13 of them in there, probably more approaching now. So that's the plan, is to stop this. So in comes Lucho Matt over here. And, oh dear, poor old Sir Ivor, he's going to get absolutely summarily executed. So death's happening there. In come the cav, including the fire cav. It's a diamond of troops there. And I think Lucho Matt might actually have this if he's got enough upgrades. He has got a lot of upgrades. Still only Novaks, the only person with will to fight. Speaking of Novaks, we've lost a player. Who have we lost? We've lost Pala. I don't know when that was. Pala definitely gone. So Sir Ivor trying to rebuild up here. 0 AD boss now rebuilding down here and doing quite a good job. He's up to a population of 94. He's going to want to get involved soon. So Ivor almost eradicated and in trouble over here again. But OPN Game, I think, has turned this around. The fire cav, as you can see, evidenced here massively. And they have to retreat again. Has Wolf 12 rebuilt enough? Not really. Not really. Still Novaks and OPN Game with the big match, potential match-winning populations. Dark City still harrying and hassling over here, but not making any inroads, I don't think. Did he get Did he actually get did they get the CC? We must have missed that. It looks like they got Novak's CC. Yeah, they did. So, sneaky one from the back there. Novak's, I think possibly that's the first mistake he's made. We missed it, but his CC is gone. But loyalty being kept by this fortress here. Dark City, I don't think, has got a concentrated base that he can build from. And yeah, losing territory here to 0 AD boss. So Dark City in danger of being turfed out of this whole area. So these games are being lost. New CC is down, and yeah, I think they've just tightened their grip on it. They're causing a nuisance, but Dark City's very mobile cav here are going to get trapped in a pincer here, and I think he's going to lose lots of troops. Running back towards this is, oh, he's running straight past the CC. Shanks Garrison, but that's OPN Game CC. Meanwhile, OPN Game is having another push on Wolf 12. What have we got there? Yeah, Throne Hall and the CC there, both coming under a bit of flack. There is some siege, but there is a lot defending it, and there goes that siege engine. So it's getting enough rams in the right place. They've captured a lot of the orbiting buildings. And I think now this is reinforcements. Oh, look at this. Dark City could sneak up behind and do next Novak's in, but he hasn't. There's a grouping here. They're heading to that temple. That's the convening point, and they're going to try and push through as well. I think they're lacking siege. Once again, OPN Game has had to pull back a little bit. Sir Ivor is joining in. So Ivor is still massively in deficit, but Novak and OPM Game have got the kill-death ratios over here. Dark City still killed more people than anyone else, but it's kind of guerrilla warfare. It's not concentrated. And he is about to have 0 AD boss problems, I think, because 0 AD boss is still in phase 2, remarkably. So Ivor and 0 AD boss still in phase 2. This battle rages on still. We're 28 minutes and 20 seconds in, and they cannot get a clean hit on the CC. There is a siege engine nearby, which I just about click on. That's OPN Games. Every time it tries to get in, they struggle. 0 AD boss I can see is under attack here. So yeah, a little force there of Dark City trying to capture back things like this barracks, but yeah, I think I don't know. Dark City just seems to be very unfocused, scattered all over the map. Small pockets of resistance when really this is where it's going down. Are they getting closer? They are now landing hits on that CC. The capture is on if they've got rid of enough of. They've got rid of enough of Wolf 12. He's down to a population of 87, 82 and falling. CC is almost done. They could potentially turn around and try and get a capture, but I think they're going for destruction here. Horse death being announced everywhere. That CC is down. So finally they've got through Wolf 12. And that could spell disaster for Team 1. Only Dark City and Lucio have I suppose. Keep forgetting that 0 AD boss is actually on Team 1 because he's down here. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna do anything? It's still resistance type stuff as rams from Dark City. But Wolf 12 has still kept quite a lot of his territory. They've got a CC up there, and yeah, between Novak's and OPN Game, they own most of this map. Lucio Matt is committing to this, trying to defend, but he's at pot max as well, but Yeah, not sure how he's going to turn it around. Small successes over here from Dark City. It's just minor annoyance, really. The real game is happening up here. And OPN game is looking to press through, get hold of the rest of these infrastructure buildings. Reinforcements turning up all the time. So OPN game has not looked in any trouble at any point in this game. And I think Novak's now will be... Yeah, he is... mobilizing another big army with some siege to push on again. Next logical target, I don't know, does he go does he head east to go and take down 0 AD boss before he becomes a problem again? 0 AD boss still hasn't got any upgrades, so I don't think he's a great military threat. Everybody now, apart from Sir Ivor, is in phase 3. Sir Ivor not really a fighting force at the moment, although he is checking a lot of cav in to try and support OPN game. So we got Sir Ivor, who started off down here on Team 2, is now up here. 0 AD boss, who started up here where Sir Ivor is on Team 1, sandwiched either side by Dark City and Novak's. Not a great place to be. Yeah, Dark City's on his ally, so they've strengthened that area. I'm slightly worried that at some point I'm just going to forget whose side everybody is on. Yeah, Novak has decided to come through and do something about 0 AD boss before he gets strong again, because he is looking that way. Will Dark City come to his aid? So that's what Dark City's been doing. He's been using it as a staging post for his attacks. Got very confused in the middle when he started capturing back his own buildings there. That they are teammates. But Wolf 12 set up in the middle. Population of 54. He's in a bit of trouble. Weakest team and player at the moment. What's OPN game doing? He is flooding into Lucio Matt's base. Surely Team 2 have got this. Surely. You say that, but Lucio Matt, Dark City and 0 AD boss have got populations over 170. Obviously Team 2 lost a player. Pala really didn't feature much in this game. I think we could probably tilt the map actually, because yeah, look at this. Turn that. So yeah, we got Team 2 in the bottom now, and Team 1 again. That's making it a bit clearer for me as to who is where. Try to tilt it too far. Yeah, there we go, that'll do. So, lots of conflict here. Dark City and 0 AD boss are trying to eradicate Novak's here. I think they're getting a little bit of success at the moment. There is fire cav, so yeah, Dark City has totally wised up to this. OPN game pressing forward into Lucio Matt's territory. Oh, I can feel my voice giving out here. This is going to be a long one. I think if one of these two falls, I'm putting it on a faster forward, because I'm pretty sure it's looking like Team 2 are going to have this, surely, even though they're a player down. There's a lot of numbers. Lucio Matt looking weak for the first time in this game. And yeah, look at this. So Novak's could not push his way straight through this time. Made a right mess of these areas. 0 AD boss has repelled him this time. Yeah, Novak's I think is probably... Oh, look at this. They're still quite committed to this. They're sending the troops forward. Novak's has always got infantry in reserve. He's never left himself short. And a retreat there. 0 AD boss has come in to help with Dark City, and they have indeed pushed OPN game back out. So it swings again. There's still quite a lot of Wolf 12 in this match in the middle, so holding that central point. So Team 1 are here, 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 and here. Team 2 here, and this little bit down here. But they are giving good chase. So OPN game not having it all his own way. He has got the kill death ratio at the moment. Dark City not far behind. The Dark City has killed more players overall. So yeah, interesting times. Here we go again. Is that a catapult? Yeah, no bolt shooter. So yeah, Novak's employing the heavy duty stuff, and they're laying siege now to 0 AD boss for the second time. Population down under 150, having got it back up to near max. And I don't think, without any upgrades, he's got some, but not anywhere near as many as Novak's. I think Novak's might have this. Quick water break before I will lose my voice completely there. What's going down over here? So they're now going the other way, so OPN game on the push again with his cav and his infantry, running into some resistance. He's had to drop back again. So yeah, it is fire cav versus fire cav in the middle there somewhere. I'm pretty sure Dark City has now got some fire cav. How much? Yeah, he's got 18 of them. How much has... Look at that, 18. So it's even Stevens if it's a fight for fire cav. It depends on the other units that are supporting them now. So Dark City OPN game being supported now by Sir Ivor, who's got a lot of cavalry, 50 of them. The most, he's basically prioritised himself to producing cavalry, and they are absorbing a lot of punishment, and they are slowing Dark City down. Dark City hasn't looked like faltering. Nexus is, Novak's is into 0 AD boss's base again. That is going down again. Another base lost for 0 AD boss any second now. There it goes. So 0 AD boss in trouble for the second time. So little mini battles popping up all over the place. I think he should push sideways and take Wolf 12 out once and for all. Occupy the center. Occupy the center ground, and you've got a staging point for attacks. We're building walls. Desperate stakes again for Lucio Matt. The writing is surely on the wall for Team 1. They cannot hold this out for too much longer. Especially with Novak's pushing around this side with numbers, with momentum. Dark City population dropped to 149. Lucio Matt still at pop max and has got some support from Dark City there and pressing ahead. But back comes OPN game streaming forward. They've got siege. They've got all of Sir Ivor's cav as reserve as well. So there will be a big push here into Lucio Matt's territory without a doubt. They're now pushing sideways, trying to basically absorb all this yellow territory from Wolf 12. And the attack has been centered somewhere else now. They've decided to go through the middle. They're going for the unprotected side. So yeah, a couple of bolt shooters there, a little bit of infantry, and two rams and infantry coming up in dribs. Big open space over this side. So 0 AD boss almost wiped out. He's got a handful of small buildings. I don't know where his the bulk of his forces are, where they're hidden. Yeah, he's still got some buildings over here, but it's not going well. Massacre happening over here. Dark City is in a bit of trouble. Population dropping quite hugely there. And the Rams are at the gates. So if they get through there and up to the CC, that could be the end. They're fighting in the shadow of a tower here. Not a tower, sorry, a fortress. So this isn't so good for Novak's. The walls have been opened and the Rams are dropping back to be protected. Now there is cover to protect them. There are bolt shooters. The bolt shooters are going to surely take down all of these guys. And yeah, they opened fire. That was a bit of a lure. They're going to carve through these surely. They could get captured at this rate, but I think the Rams just need to do a loop the loop and go back in. The Fire Cav are making their mark over there, over this side. Another big push from OPN Game and Sir Ivor trying to get through this narrow gap in the fence. Have they got any siege on the way? Don't know if they do. And there's quite a lot. Are they all, what are they? Oh yeah, they're women. So there's a whole load of women up there. No infantry. 45 of 0 AD bosses women. 45 to 47 units he's got are there. The others are over here fighting, being shot up by bolt shooters. Trying to capture them. I think he might. No. Yeah, they're leaving the bolt shooters to it. Novak's 921 kills, massive kill death ratio, but not as big as OPN Game, who is pressing ahead with murderous abandon, and he has got Rams in there. The Rams are finally going to get a run at the CC here. There is a lot of infantry behind. What kind of infantry are they? There's quite a few slingers, quite a few hoplites, and quite a few of the Palas. So there is stuff that can stop the Rams, but I don't think they're going to. In comes Dark City. So repels it again. Novax is pressing towards the middle now. We said he might do that. He is now looking to take down Wolf 12 CC, his second CC. So interesting. 38 minutes down, we hear cattle being murdered everywhere. That surely is no, it's more bolt shooters. Yeah, the bolt shooters getting stuck in. They're carving through the cavalry. I wonder if that CC is it staying up? It's halfway destroyed. Depends if he loses those Rams. There is protection for them. That CC is coming down, isn't it? They just need to focus all their efforts on the CC, and it's gone. So Wolf 12, despite having a population of 132, and he has still got a power block in the middle there, has lost another CC. This ever-shifting map, it's all a bit strange. We're seeing quite a big movement of cav there from Sir Ivor. Sir Ivor's done well to remain relevant in this game. He is good at producing a lot of cav. I'm not sure where he's going now, but a lot of cav he definitely did produce. Bit of a breakout here. So that is whatever is left of Wolf 12 with quite a lot of what is left of Dark City. What's OPN Game doing now? Retreating again. So having to retreat a little bit because Lucio Matt's pushed him back. Lucio Matt has rebuilt CC. Oh no, it's a halfway damaged CC. Has not lost it. I've been quite impressed with Lucio Matt's defending here. He has looked on the brink a few times, but yeah, so far so good. Big army of Lucio Mats here, which could cause OPN Game problems, but he's got the Fire Cav. He is overpowered at the moment, so I think it's only a matter of time. Huge push being rebelled now, but so that was Dark City and whatever was left of Wolf 12. Still quite a bit left, and yeah, we can see Novax and Sir Ivor repelling this attack. I think they can hold that side. Any siege being made? No siege being made at the moment. What's being produced right now? No siege. Who's got siege? So one ram there, a few bolt shooters there. Remarkably, Team 1 have got more siege. OPN Game again trying to harass and hassle over on this side. He's not got a clean run at it again. They're going in, they're hit and run. He's got the biggest kill death ratio at the moment, 817 kills as well, only just behind Dark City, who is a little bit behind Novax, who is sort of getting a bit bogged down in the middle. It's forward one way and back the other at the moment. Surely Team 1 are going to make a breakthrough here. There is still a large contingent of cavalry with Hero going in on Novax by Wolf 12. Wolf 12 seems to fight better when he doesn't have a CC. It's really bizarre. He did get his stuff together really well there. They're coming back in now to try and pincer move on Novax and Sir Ivor. In they come here. So if they play this right, they could smash Novax up a bit. Novax is still near pot max. OPN game is at pot max. And pushing from this side now, they're going the long way round. I think it's just going to be a question of, in this sort of back and forth, one player will come off a little bit worse than the other, and when the counter attack comes, they will suffer for it. It's fine margins, very fine margins indeed. Zero AD boss has got, I better tilt this round again actually, because Zero AD boss has rebuilt himself again over here, getting his population back up, 63. He's still the lowest in the game at the moment. So Ivor's up to 84, but massively producing the cav. And it's Dark City and OPN game just duking it out with cav at the moment. Wolf 12 has also got a decent cavalry, and it's Novax has not gone in for cav whatsoever over here. He looks like he wants to focus on infantry for the first time. Novax perhaps doesn't have as many troops as he would like, only 145, so he needs to bolster his population and his army pretty fast just to stop the tide slipping a bit. OPN game comes in from the side, no worries like that for him. He's well protected, controls the largest proportion of this map, has given up on hassling Lucio Matt for the time being, and is pressing through, looking like he wants to go in there and hassle Zero AD boss. So the Fire Cav are fighting each other. We can see the flames. I still think OPN game has probably got more of this. Big army heading south there from Lucio Matt. Down they go. It's delicately poised. That's all you can say. If you were doing this purely on numbers, the fact that they've got the extra player and they've got population. I know Wolf 12 is being kicked from all sides at the moment, but he's not being wiped out completely. That may be about to change. Oh look, we're seeing animal production, corrals here, and mass production of cav. That's where all these cows have come from. There they are. Good sound. But OPM game, I think, has got this now, surely. Lucio Matt finding himself surrounded but on a couple of sides by Novax, who's got his population back up to 200. No fear there that he was going to fall behind and lose territory. He's not. They're now chasing Lucio Matt away. 42 minutes, 34 seconds down. And I think, although they made hard work of it, I think Team 2 are starting to put their dominance in a bit. It's going to take us a little while to get to the end, but how is that end going to come? I think OPN game and Sir Ivor are probably going to destroy this resistance. That gap is still there, so a ram could get in there. Over this side, So that's Lucio Matt over there. This is Dark City over here with the big gap there. Lucio Matt also, wow, it's hard to tell. They're ignoring Zero AD Boss again. Zero AD Boss just happily building up his population again. Can they hold out here while he gets strong? That might give them an extra option. Conflict all over the place at the moment. OPN game is still causing him problems. They're largely fighting on the periphery. This is that big army from Novax. More support coming in. Yeah, it's definitely switched towards Team 2 now with Lucio Matt and Dark City being well short of pot max now. Zero AD Boss still going well. Don't think it's going to be enough though. I'm calling it for Team 2 at this point. I can't see, you know, I think it's going to be attritional. I think it's going to take a while. There's a lot to get through there. But yeah, Lucio Matt, Dark City, Zero AD Boss are all somewhat worse off with population than Novax and OPN game. They've got the kill death ratio. Only Dark City's got anything like. He was the only player on Team 1 with a positive kill death ratio. OPN game's been brutal in this. Keeps going. And it's chase, kill, retreat. And that seems to be the story of it. The siege engine's not really being employed much now. There aren't the gaps. Novax causing all kinds of damage over here. We can see the fire cav. That will be OPN game's fire cav. Dark City, Lucio Matt, and Zero AD. Funny enough, Zero AD was going to end up with the highest amount of troops on Team 1 at the moment. Temporarily, I hasten to add. I can't see him keeping this up. But it's been a sprawling game. It's had a bit of back and forth. I still feel, even though they lost a player, Team 2 were reasonably comfortable for a while. And what have you got here? 2 more rams coming up. These guys can't do anything about them. They're being stalked by all this cavalry. Where are they going? Are they going to try and fully take down Wolf 12? I think they must be. Novax causing hassle on the border here. They retreat to the relative safety and protection inside their fortress. And it goes a little bit quiet. So, what can they do? I mean, you wouldn't say these 3 players are in an atrocious situation. You'd say Wolf 12 probably is. He is getting spanked for both sides, and there is a huge food deposit there if anybody wants to make even more cav. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're gathering the food. It's a bovine slaughter. That was hilarious. That is a lot of dead cow. Yeah. Okay. They came in, they destroyed their buildings, and they murdered their cattle. What a bunch of bastards, aren't they? Warmongers. And I think Wolf 12 has had enough. I think he's seen the writing on the wall. It was the cows that pushed him over the edge, I think. Yeah. As a kind of a morale destroying. Look at this, just dead cows everywhere. As a kind of a morale destroying tactic, that seems to have had the desired effect. But that said, Lucio Matt, Dark City, and Zero AD Boss still back up to populations over 145. And they've got to go through 3 players to win this game. And They've gone through one or two, but then lost the other flank. They need to coordinate properly. And I think it's going to be Novax and OPN game who push this. As good as Survivor is, he's still in phase 2. He's not got any upgrades at all, really. No upgrades whatsoever, it has to be said. OPN game and Novax have both got Will to Fight and all, well, most of the military upgrades. It should be theirs, really. They should be able to push this. 2 Rams going in. They're descending on the gap over here. We've got Rams going in elsewhere as well. I lost them. Where did they go? Yeah, it looks like they're focusing on the Iberian base at the moment. Novax has decided that this is the base that's going down. Dark City is going to be in trouble. Dark City has got 16 troops inside. He's got his cav here. He's got additional units there. He's got another battering ram inside the fortress. So it's not going to be a walkover. Meanwhile, the fire cav have popped up right next to 0 AD boss, who is losing troops right, left and centre again. So I think they might be able to take care of 0 AD boss, but facing off against Novax's army here is an equally big army by Lucha Matt. Dark City, I don't think they're going to save that CC. The CC is going to go. There it goes. Surely that is the catalyst for victory for Team 2. They can't keep this going for much longer. Credit to Team 1 defensively, with their backs against the wall. You know, they've not done too bad. This is 0 AD boss's 3rd CC about to get taken down by Fire Cav. Yeah, there it goes. I think 0 AD boss. He's got 100 troops still, 110. I don't think he can resign at this point. There goes Dark City's CC. That has gone down. So that just leaves Lucho Matt on his own. As the territory starts to dwindle, there are still pockets of orange here and there, signifying where Dark City has been and who he's raided. He is still raiding. He is raiding like mad over here, trying to damage Novax's infrastructure. This shifting map, so they absolutely control this whole swathe of the map here. They're in danger of losing this too. This will give them, yeah, I think this will give them basically complete encirclement. And they're trying to build a new CC for Dark City over there. Still got good populations, but they're all going to bear down on him now, surely. 0 AD boss down to a population of 67, 66 and falling. My throat is going again. Thankfully, game's nearly over. I am absolutely certain that Team 2 are going to pull out a victory here, and I don't think it's far away. They've got a CC up. Where are they going? They're committing a lot of troops to this. How is it going to resolve itself? Apparently only have a minute and a half. Is somebody going to resign? Does Dark City or Lucho Matt lose everybody in this attack? Fire Cav are firing. There's not many of them. They're regrouping now. Lucha Matt is at pot max. It's all infantry. But this is a lot of Fire Cav, and they are going to get slaughtered if they go head to head with these guys. Another big movement of troops there from Novax. They're just luring this big army south. May not have been south at the start of the game, but it is now. And in comes Novaks to soften these guys up, and I'm pretty sure the Fire Cav will be back to try and take them all down from distance. My prediction is that Lucho Matt is going to come out of this badly and resign, and he'll be closely followed by Dark City and Zero AD Boss. Let's have a look. His population's, yeah, it's dropping now. You can see it at the top. It is just absolutely plummeting. Dark City trying to get involved, but they've been, yeah, it's dropped down below 150 now. Novaks and OPN Game in total control of this, and there's nothing they can do. They will lose. It may be very attritional, but they have lost this. Resignation. We have, yeah, there we go. Lucho Matt has resigned. So it went badly. They've resigned. So there goes Dark City. I've almost predicted this. There goes Wolf 12. He wasn't really in it up to that point. And there goes Zero AD Boss. So the three were left standing. I think we'll stop it at that point and check the scores there. So congratulations to Team 2, with the exception of Pala, who got splattered early on and quit. Yeah, we're just waiting for Zero AD to bring us the summary. Bring us the summary, Zero AD. Come on. Oh, we may have our first on-air crash. I think we have. Right. But we better sort that out. So quick, oh no, we're in. I thought it had crashed completely. The game that broke Zero AD. So 85,840, very high scores. Plays 80,540. 5,000 the difference, just about. But you know, when you scores in the 80,000s, it was not a walkover. Who got the big scores? So OPN Game, Novaks. And on the other side, Dark City and a little bit for Lucho Max. The big, sort of the big disappointment really. Pala got wiped out. Zero AD Boss lost 3 CCs. Wolf 12 was not able to compete. He was supporting Zero AD Boss quite a lot. That put him on the back foot. Then he was next in line to get taken down, although he didn't get eradicated. So only Pala removed himself from the game early, and that I think was premature. So congratulations to Team 2. Let's have a look at the all kill death ratios. 2.9 for OPN Game, closely followed, well not closely, 1.33 for Dark City, did quite well overall. Did have the Fire Cav, didn't use them as well as OPN Game, and then Novaks, who was pretty solid with infantry all the way through, got his bolt shooters out and everything. Who did get the most individual kills? Just OPM Game. 1,373. Got a handful more than Dark City. And Novak's got 1,312, so he was in there as well. But they did kill over 600 more troops. So Team 2 were the more lethal. Awesome. Right. Best player in that one. I'm going to give it to Novaks for that early attack. I think it was the fact that he got his development going fast. He got to phase 3 first. He had siege first, and he came over and instigated that first attack. OPN Game wasn't quite at his pace then, but you could see the plan there. It was Novaks went in, and then by the time he'd weakened Zero AD Boss, even though getting support from Wolf 12, it was there for OPN Game to go in and smash them all. So on the other side, Dark City wasn't bad. Maybe could have got the Fire Cav earlier. Maybe didn't want to engage in a Fire Cav game, but had no choice. A lot of players are avoiding using Firecav just because of their OP nature. There are ways to counter them, but when you're up against a lot of them, you know, it's a tough thing to defend. Zero AD boss, certainly better player than his 873 rating would suggest, but he ultimately was not able to do much in that game. Built a lot of bases, lost them all. Lucho Matt defended well, had to defend well, so did Wolf 12. They played on the back foot for, I would say, 2/3 of that game. There was the odd counter, but at no point do I think Novak's or OPN game looked threatened at all, despite losing Pala early on, and despite losing, well, the second highest rated player on their team. Didn't have a good game at all, Pala. So either made up for it with numbers. His initial raiding was disastrous. Then he lost his CC, capitulated all too easily. But he went to the other side of the map and he was able to play a part in the victory, and it was good support. Pala, on the other hand, was wiped out entirely, and that was his lot. So some fight backs, some comebacks, some good defending, some stern attacking, but ultimately it was Team 2 who were victorious. Congratulations to Novak's, my player of the day there. Massive thanks to OPN Game for submitting that one. I've been stockpiling replays from OPN Game. This is the latest one he sent me, and it was quite a long one as well, and I thought the least I can do, having missed another week, is do that one and get that broadcast today. So I hope you enjoy it. I don't know what the future holds at the moment in terms of replays. I think we're going to see sporadic replays from me for the foreseeable, certainly maybe to the end of May, partly through June. It's just all sorts of stuff going on, and I can't prioritize Newbie Rush as much as I was able to, say, around about Christmas time. Hoping I can always get a Sunday game out, but as you saw last week, I couldn't. I'm not sure about this weekend. I'm going to try for it, see what we could do. I've got a few 1v1 games. I've got a few players who've submitted some games to me and are asking me where they are, and I'm just having to say I'm doing them when I can. But yeah, we will not stop in entirety, but do expect a bit of a stop-start schedule from Newbie Rush for the foreseeable. Maybe we'll try and get our act together a bit before Alpha 26 comes out. Still no absolute definite timescale for when that's going to happen, as is the Zero AD way, I guess. But we shall see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. Again, sorry I missed last week, but we are back. It was quite a long game. You got your money's worth. You get 2 games worth this time. Congratulations again to Team 2. Congratulations to Novak's, and big thanks to OPN Game. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to support the channel, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. Remember, you can now download the replay files for the Zero AD matches that I cover if you want to view them yourself within the game via the Zero AD Newbie Rush replay archive. Links to that and a whole bunch of other great Zero AD related stuff are available in the video description, including how to submit your own game replays for inclusion in a future episode. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.